Right. So I'll be sharing something interesting with you today. I thought instead of sharing the recent calls that these guys are making and booking the appointments, why not just start from the beginning, like the first meetings booked by them when they just joined our team, right? When they just started the training, first 3 hour training session, and then they started to call. What exactly did that look like? So that you can see how much of a difference is there, right? Now I'm going to be sharing something interesting today. This is one of the first appointment that Nikhil got, but it was actually IQTI, the other guy. So we have two members right now, active members. So both of them had like touch points with his prospect. So I want you to focus on what exactly needs to be there, right? It's not just that once you pitch them and that's if they say no, that's over. You can try if you have multiple team members, then you can call them back again from some other number by someone else, maybe like 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, a month later, 2 months later. There's no limits to that. Okay. So now this is interesting, right? This one, if you look carefully, this has first is a voicemail, then tried again, then connected for about 2 minutes, and then disconnected, tried again. So there was no response from him. So it's a very interesting case. First, Nikhil called and that went to voicemail. That was on 6th of August. Okay. And then IQTI called again. That was on 7th of August.
Ken, may I help you? Hi, am I speaking to Ken? Yes, you are. Hey, Ken, this is Hussein. I'm sorry? Yeah, I was saying my name's Hussein. Yeah, what is your reason? Would it be on this working pretty well, man? Would it be opposed to something like that, Ken? No, I wouldn't be opposed to it. What does it cost? I'm glad you asked. You see, we don't actually have a fixed price. It depends on who we're working with, right? So would you like me to run you through how we purchase services depending on the client? Would that be of any help?
Okay, so now here, listen to this. His accent is much different than Nikhil's, right? His accent is really good. But he used to say like, a bit fast. So maybe that lacked clarity. And that happened with him initially. I don't know if it happens still, but it happens less now. But that was a big problem for him. So even if you have a good accent, then also lack of clarity is not something that you should be, ignoring.
I'm sorry. You repeat that? Yeah, I was saying, we don't have a fixed price. It depends on who we're working with, right? So would you like me to run you through how we purchase services depending on the client? Would that help? Sure. Yeah, so it's pretty simple. You see, you hop on a quick call with our chief strategist because he's the one who designs the campaign for you, right? And once you specify your requirements, like the average time frame it takes you to close a deal, what type of home buyers you're looking for, what are your quality standards, and we see from our end what we need to do to make sure you hit your goals pre-approved every single month, right? So after that, both of you can decide on a price that's fair for both parties, and both you and us agree to it. Does that make sense? Yeah, but no, I'm not interested. Thanks for the call. Take care.
Okay, so now focus on this, right? He really spoke with less clarity. It was really monotone. There was lack of tonality. There's lack of emotion. It was very robotic. Kind of, he's reading a script, and that disconnected the prospect. The prospect felt disconnected. And so, someone who is saying, "No, I'm not opposed to that. Tell me more about it. What's the price or something like this?" He turned into someone like, "Not really, right? I'm not interested. Thanks for the call." Now, let's go to the other account. Now, this was on 12th. Okay, it was about like 7 days later. The same person who spoke with IQTI now is speaking with Nikhil after like 6 days with the same script, the same pitch. He doesn't remember, right? So even if you try the same pitch to the same person about like 7 days later, 10 days later, in their life, there's a lot of things going on, so they don't remember.
And this is Nikhil. Can I? I'm sorry? What's the reason for your call? Yeah, cool. I wanted to ask you, Ken, would it be, and it's working great. Would you be opposed to something like that? Well, tell me a little bit more about it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I'll give you a quick rundown of it. Tell me how does this sound, right? I can't understand you. Sorry. I'll give you a quick. Hello, am I audible? I'm here. Yeah, I'll give you a quick rundown of how this works, right? Hello. Yeah.
Now, see, this is one of the most common comments that I get, and also like people who are inside the community, they also ask this question, right? That like they don't understand my accent, and what happens like if they don't understand me, I'll not be able to book meetings. But this is a booked meeting, right? I'm showing the recording of a booked meeting. You look at him, like Nikhil was like, it was his first day, right? About like the first week for him. He's not speaking absolute perfect English. He's not having the confidence that he has now, the last video that you heard, and he's fumbling a lot. He lacks confidence. He's coming with lower frame. He's not prepared, right? He's fumbling. There's like breaks and pauses. It's absolutely imperfect. But the prospect is helping him. The prospect is not judging him. The prospect is, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm not able to understand you. So can you please repeat it once again? I'm here. Like there's a lot of patience from their side as well. So if you have a bad accent, of course you can improve this. you should be improving it so that it's more clear to the other person. But at the same time, it's not something that is end of the world. You can also start with that. There's no reason it won't work. If you really have something valuable to pitch and you are picking up the phone and dialing, right? Not everyone does that. That takes a lot of courage and guts. If you're already overcoming that, coming with proper structure, if you are practicing, if you're having role plays every day, if you are accountable with yourself, then there's no reason it won't work. And all you have to do is keep going and dial so that you can find people like this.
First, we find home buyers according to your standards using Facebook and Instagram. And then we book them directly in your calendar if they meet your criteria. And from there, you can just go ahead with the regular process of getting them pre-approved. How does this sound? There is no catch. Let me just ask you this. Just so I understand, how are you currently getting new applicants? For real estate? Yeah. Okay, so based on that, I think what we have here might work for you. And I'd like to explore this further with you. Do you have some time maybe next week? Well, tell me this first. Okay, because I've been contacted by countless. Yeah, but what's the cost of this thing? Or do I, is it upfront, or do I pay as pre-approved people, or how does it work? Okay, so it's totally customizable. It depends on how many pre-approvals you're looking to get and your timeline on achieving that. And once I understand that, I can give you the different pricing options that we would have for our clients. Would that help you if I did that for you? Yeah, so let's say, for example, I want pre-approvals a month. Right.
Now this is a really serious situation. If you're not prepared and you think that, okay, let's make something up and then let's go through the system or jump the process or something, and then you can get stuck with questions like this. If they're like, oh, okay, so that depends on that. Let's say this is the number. How much do I have to pay? So now let's see how he overcomes that.
Can I get you on a call with our chief strategist if that would help, because I'm not aware of all the details. Sure. Okay. Do you have some time next week? I don't want to disturb you on your week. I have time. Yeah, you have some time on Monday morning? A conference call from 10:30 to 11:30 every morning, so either before or after that is fine. Okay, 12 a.m. How does 12 a.m. work? What time? 12 a.m.
12 a.m.
12 in the morning?
That's 12. That's 12 afternoon, not 12 morning, and also not 12 a.m. It's 12 p.m. So that's the reason. Also, one more thing to focus on.
It's probably afternoon?
Yes.
Yep.
So always say 12 afternoon 12, right? Not 12 p.m. or a.m. Whenever you were communicating with someone and then you have to say 12, time 12, afternoon, mention like 12 in the afternoon. That's it.
Sure. What's the email to send you the link? No, I'm sorry. Actually, I've got a lunch thing at 12. I'm leaving right from my excuse me, right from my conference call. I'm going to have a lunch appointment. Oh, so 2 p.m. work? Yeah, 2 p.m. fine. Okay. So what's the best email for me to give the link? First initial K. Last name is N as in Nancy, A as in Apple, S as in Sam, T as in Tom, A as in Apple, S as in like Sam, as in Twin. Yeah. Cool. So, man, looking forward to speaking with you. I hope you have a great weekend. Okay, thanks. You too. Yeah. Take care.
Yeah. Now listen to this one and then go listen to the other one I've shared. You will see just Nikhil, what is the difference between him now, this one, first meeting booked versus probably the 50th or 60th one that he booked. I'm not sure. Maybe 45th or 60 something. So anyways, this was the first meeting that Nikhil booked, right? So now I'm going to be sharing the first meeting that IQTI booked. And then one by one, we'll go from there. And I'll build this as a journey so that you can follow alongside. And you can see someone who has never done calls before. IQTI have booked 3 appointments in the past before, starting with us. And Nikhil did not even call anyone. And so we have just for you guys, some of you will have a lot of strength in communication, the accent and clarity of communication will be a strong point for you. But your limiting beliefs will come in the way. And otherwise, some of you guys will have no limiting beliefs, but you might have you might think that I'm not good at English, they will be judging me and stuff like that. So that is the reason I'm going to be sharing all these meetings with you so that you can just have this resource. Come to this channel, watch these videos, and you will have a resource to connect with yourself, right? Okay, always listen to these people. These guys are 16 and 17-year-old, okay? So if they can do it, you can do it absolutely. So come back to this channel. Keep binge watching these videos on the background. Listen to this while you are driving. Listen to this while you're cooking. Listen to this while you are just sitting there doing anything else. so that you can see, okay, you know what, absorb that this is possible. The possibility is there, so there's no reason not to do it. But anyways, if you want to be a part of this community that we have in the private community, we will only have 50 people. That is max. Like at any point of time, I'll not be having more than 50 people. And the reason that I have the community is of two reasons. People might be like, why you have the community if that is not your main thing? I have the community for two reasons. Number one, it absolutely charges me and my team up, because when I am working all by myself, it really dilutes my intensity of the vision. But when I have other people around me who are like-minded, who is also moving forward, that helps me to improve myself so that I can help them improve themselves. So if I'm in level 10 and I have like 50 people in level 2, I'm motivated enough to get them from level 2 to level 10. But if they are level 10, I'm also at level 10, then they don't have anything to look up to. So I am motivated to pull them up so that I can, in that meantime, keep pushing myself into level 20, so that there is always a gap there and I can help people build there. That's number one. Second thing is we need more training resources, right? So the more people I train, the better I get in training. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to be the salesperson. I don't want to be the cold caller, which I'm not anymore. So the more people I train, the better I get in training. And also my teammates also needs to be exposed to training environment. So my team, Nikhil and Ikti, with their experience, is also going to be coming on these calls, in the group calls, in the community groups, so that you guys can get exposed to them. And, instead of me, not just me, but them as well. So you can look up to a 17-year-old, 16-year-old guy who calls from India to the US, books hundreds of meetings, right? So moving forward, they will be booking like a lot of meetings as well. So far they booked about 130. So that is a very positive thing that you can look up to. And it also helps them get exposed to different types of personality. And they can also understand human psychology, and you can understand, you can grow your business, you can get more appointments. Appointment booking is not a problem for us, and I can get that information shared to you, so the appointment booking is no more a problem for you. Maybe other problems might arise in terms of operations, how to manage clients, how to handle clients, how to scale it from, further. But I can take you to a point. I'm not someone who is an expert, and anyway, I don't know much. All I know is how to book appointments by cold calling in any niche. I booked in roofing, solar, I've helped in real estate, I've helped other people to book 400 appointments collectively put together, right? So there's no reason I cannot help anyone else. So that is a very strong point that I have. I'm not an SMMA expert, okay? Don't come to me for that. But if you really want to improve on your cold calling, let us help you so that you can also grow. And also in the process, I can improve my team and I can help them get exposure to more and more people. And then they can level up themselves as a individual character as well. So yeah, let's build a like-minded community together. If you want to move forward into this community stuff, comment down below. I'll be, connecting with you and sharing information. But apart from that, binge watch this video and see it.